Part 1/3, she dumped me when she won the lottery. Then came crawling back. Hey Reddit, I'm still baffled writing this. Stuff like this happens in movies, not real life, right? So, here's the cold hard truth. My ex-girlfriend, let's call her Jessica, 29F, broke up with me right after she won a $5 million lottery jackpot, and then, almost a year later, she reached out, wanting me back. Dollar banknote. The ordinary life. I, 30M, work as a graphic designer. Freelance style. Chill life. We live in a small apartment in a mid-sized city, share a tiny dog named Milo, and spend weekend mornings making pancakes and watching old sitcoms. Life wasn't flashy, but it was comfortable. We met when I designed her cousin's wedding invitation. Smart, funny, caring. She worked in a local bakery, always had flour dusted in her hair. I liked that. We dated for 3 years. We fought sometimes, about money, career moves, where to go on vacations, but we always came back to each other. We had plans for a tiny house one day. A garden. Dogs. DIY everything. Admission tickets. The lotto ticket. She always bought lotto tickets, for fun. She said sometimes she imagined what she'd do if she won. A hot tub? Renting a cute A-frame cabin someday? Who knows? So when she called me after work and asked me to sit down, her voice shook. I won, she said. I laughed first, waiting for the punchline. The lottery, she repeated. My brain crashed. $5 million arrived in our bank account within hours. The breakup. A few hours after her win, she told me. I need space. That night, she packed. She gave me a hug. I can't do this right now, she said. I don't know who I am. She moved into a hotel. Then an Airbnb. She stopped answering my calls. Eventually, she texted. I think we need to break up. I'm sorry. No explanation. Just that. The money? She left it in savings. She said not touching it was the only clean thing she could do. Firecracker. The fallout. My brain short-circuited. One moment I had my partner and small life. Next, I had nothing. She emptied the shared fridge. Took Milo, or so I thought at first. But Milo ran back to me later and she left the dog with me. Said, he's yours. You always took care of him better. Friends and family called. Did she go crazy? You deserve better. Was it the money? I didn't answer. I canceled our Airbnb trip. Took Milo for long walks. Ate toast for dinner. Watched our sitcoms. Lost weight. Had no appetite. No sleep. Calendar months of silence. 4 months passed. She vanished from social media. Deleted her Facebook. Blocked my number. I mourned her properly 6 nights later, when I realized meals were optional. T-shirts were clean enough. Silence was deafening. Granted, my mom checked in. Sent care packages, lap blankets, bad soup, enough snacks to tank some extra weight. I told her I was okay. Brain clue from tabloid. 6 months later, a tabloid posted an article, Lottery winner splits with boyfriend, what happened? It included a grainy photo of her in a spa robe, holding a check. She'd moved on, or so it seemed. I didn't comment. But I logged in to see if she was tagging me, deleted posts. No clue where she was. Enveloped the first message. Then, almost exactly 9 months after the breakup, I got a message in my email. From her. New address. Hi. I know this is strange. I didn't expect to reach out. But I screwed up. And I'm sorry. I've been to therapy. I lost sense of self. I never should have walked away. I spent 2 hours staring at my inbox. Then deleted it. Receipt the internal monologue. I told myself. It's been too long. She left. I can't reopen that door. Part of me, old, naive part of me, wanted to believe the best of her. But another part was furious. For distracting me with a dream and leaving me with emptiness. For invalidating our life together. I refused to answer. Telephone receiver the call. 2 months later, she called. I recognized the number. I let it ring, then gave in and picked up. Her voice was barely audible. Can we talk, please? I said, 3 minutes. She agreed. She said she'd destroyed our trust. She apologized for running. For being scared of who money would turn her into. For choosing solitude over partnership. For losing me. I stayed silent. Then asked, why now? Because I realized that we was more important than money. She said she had a mountain of regrets. Could she see me? Could she apologize in person? I said nothing. She hung up. Collision what now? She's still reaching out, emails, tiny occasional messages. Part of me wonders. Does she regret not trusting me? Is she lonely? Or does she genuinely think she hurt me and want forgiveness? Another part thinks. Maybe I still love her. But trust? That broke the moment she left. So, Reddit, should I meet her? Hear her out? I don't know. But I still can't sleep some nights. Part 2/3, she dumped me when she won the lottery. Then came crawling back. Quick recap. My girlfriend of 3 years, Jessica, won $5 million in the lottery. A few days later, she abruptly left me. 9 months went by in silence, then she started reaching out, saying she wanted me back. Bust in silhouette unexpected reunion. After her first message and call, I did everything I could to move on. I tried dating, but the conversations always hit a wall. I'd smile, pretend to listen, but my brain circled back to her. About 2 weeks after her last call, I got another message. I'm in town. Just for a few days. I understand if you hate me. But if there's a single thread of US still left, could we meet? I stared at the screen. My heart kicked. Milo barked at the door like he was voting yes. I texted. Coffee. Tomorrow. Neutral place. Hot beverage the coffee shop. She was early. Same black coat. Hair tied back. Nervous smile. I sat down across from her and didn't say a word. You look good, she said. I didn't respond. She fidgeted with her coffee cup like it might hold answers. Then she dove in. I know I hurt you. I left you when I should have clung tighter. I was terrified. Of the money. Of changing. Of feeling like I'd stolen something good and didn't deserve it. I asked one question. Why didn't you just talk to me? She looked down. Because I thought I knew better. And I was wrong. Speech ballooned the long talk. We talked for over 2 hours. Not just about us, but therapy. Her move to the coast. How money made everything feel artificial. The people who suddenly called her. The pressure to glow up. I bought a condo near the water. It's beautiful and empty. She said she'd spent nights staring at the ceiling, wondering if the price of her freedom was losing the one person who made her feel grounded. I miss the boring stuff. Grocery runs. Watching you fall asleep mid-movie. Milo stealing socks. I told her that I'd changed too. That I wasn't waiting. But deep inside, I felt something, pain, yes. But also, something like relief? Handshake the offer. She looked me dead in the eye and said. I want to make things right. I'm not asking to pick up where we left off. But if you want to get coffee again, if you want to just talk, I'd be grateful. I hesitated. Then nodded once. She smiled. The tiniest one. Then said goodbye and walked out. Tear off calendar the slow reconnection. Over the next few weeks, we had more coffee. Then lunches. Then walks with Milo. We talked like old friends. Some conversations were light. Others felt like ripping off scabs. I didn't tell my friends at first. I didn't trust my own instincts. Then one night, she invited me to her condo. Said she wanted to show me something. Moneybagged the condo and the truth. Her place was minimalistic but tasteful. Expensive but somehow sad. She showed me a journal. Pages filled with reflections. Apologies she never sent. Even letters to Milo. She said, "I didn't just run from you. I ran from myself. I thought money would solve everything. Instead, it just gave me the freedom to be a coward." I didn't know what to say. But I did believe her. She had changed. I asked, "Are you seeing anyone?" "No. I haven't since you." I didn't want someone who saw the money first. Balance scale the dilemma. My heart was torn. One side screamed, "She left you when it mattered most. Don't be stupid." The other whispered, "People screw up. Maybe this is her redemption arc." I talked to my sister. She said, "You don't owe her anything. But if she's truly sorry, maybe you owe yourself the chance to see." Still, the scars were deep. Broken heart the breaking point. Things got complicated when my friend Lucas found out. "You're seeing her again?" "Man, what the hell? She left you for cash." I tried to explain. "She didn't take the money and run. She had a breakdown. She's been in therapy. It's different now." But he wasn't having it. "You're gonna get played again." That shook me. I canceled our next coffee. She messaged, "Are you okay?" I said, "Need some space." Brain the internal battle. I spent the next few days haunted by what-ifs. Could I forgive her and rebuild trust? Was this healing or weakness? If the roles were reversed, would I have left her? I couldn't answer. Packaged the box. Then, just before the weekend, she dropped off a box on my porch. No note. Inside. A framed photo of us and Milo. A letter. A check for $20,000 made out to me. The letter read, "This isn't to buy your forgiveness. It's just what I would have given if we'd stayed together. I want you to know that you did matter. That I see what I lost. Keep it, or rip it up. I don't care. I just want you to know I'm not running anymore." What now? So read it. Now I'm here. Holding a check. A photo. And a whole mountain of feelings. She hasn't messaged again. She's letting me breathe. But the silence feels louder now than when she left. Should I give her another chance? Can trust be rebuilt after something like that? Or do I finally close the book? Part 3/3, she dumped me when she won the lottery. Then came crawling back. Quick recap. Jessica, my ex, left me right after winning $5 million in the lottery. 9 months later, she started reaching out, apologizing. We met again, slowly reconnected, but I wasn't sure if I could ever trust her again. Then, she dropped off a box at my door, with a letter, a framed photo, and a $20,000 check. Package after the box. I didn't cash the check. I didn't even touch it. It sat there on my table like a ghost I couldn't get rid of. I read the letter a dozen times. Each time, my heart bent a little further. She wasn't trying to buy me. It wasn't even about the money. It was proof that she still cared. That she saw me as more than just a chapter she closed. Still, a part of me couldn't let go of the past. I wasn't sure if I was mourning the person she used to be or falling for the new version of her. Telephone receiver the conversation. I finally called her. She didn't pick up. But she texted 2 minutes later. Jessica, hey. I didn't want to pressure you. I'm here. When you're ready. That was the thing. I wasn't sure I'd ever be ready. But I wrote her back. Can we talk? Not as US. Just as people. We met at the same cafe. Different table. She looked tired. But also calm. She had this quiet dignity now, like someone who'd been through something bigger than themselves. I handed her the check. I'm not taking this. I don't want money. I just want truth. She nodded. That's fair. Speech balloon the realest talk. We talked. For hours. She told me about therapy. How she worked with someone who specialized in sudden wealth trauma. Apparently, it's a thing. Losing identity. Panic. Self-sabotage. All of it. She talked about growing up poor. Watching her mom cry over eviction notices. Feeling like love was conditional. That people leave when the numbers get ugly. So when I won, I thought I'd finally be free. But instead, I felt like I'd stolen something. Like I'd betrayed who I was. I didn't know how to share that with someone who loved me for me. I asked her what she wanted now. Closure. Honesty. And, maybe, in some universe, a second chance. Compass what I did next. Here's the thing, I didn't say yes. But I didn't say no. I told her I needed time. Space. A few weeks to figure out if the part of me that still hurt was stronger than the part of me that remembered Sunday pancakes and Milo stealing socks. She nodded. Didn't push. She even took the check back. Said she respected whatever I decided. And for the first time in a year, I felt peace. Tear off calendar 3 weeks later. I went on a solo trip. Rented a cabin. Brought Milo. Left my phone off. I hiked. Read. Slept without headphones. Thought about who I was without her, and who I became because of her. One night, I looked at an old photo. Us, pre-lottery. Laughing over burnt cookies. And I realized. I'd forgiven her already. Not because she begged. Not because of money. Because I needed to let go of the anger to move forward, whatever direction that might be. Speech balloon the decision. When I came back, I texted her. Let's talk. One last time. We met. I told her. I don't know if I can be your boyfriend again. But I do want you in my life. I think we owe it to ourselves to see where this goes. Slowly. She smiled. The kind of smile that doesn't need words. Man and woman holding hands where we are now. It's been 5 months since then. We're something. Not labeled. We get coffee. Walk Milo. Watch movies. Sometimes we sit on the couch and don't say anything for hours. She still has the money. But now she's taking classes. Donating to food banks. Starting a community kitchen. Me? I'm freelancing less. Teaching art workshops. Taking care of myself. We're both better people now. Not perfect. But better. Direct hit final thoughts. Reddit, here's what I've learned. Love doesn't die just because someone screws up. But trust? That takes real work to rebuild. Forgiveness isn't about the other person. It's about setting yourself free. Sometimes, people don't leave because they don't love you. They leave because they don't know how to be loved. Would I recommend getting back with someone who dumped you post-lottery win? Probably not. But me and Jessica? We're writing a new chapter. Together. For now. And that's enough. Thanks for reading. AMA.